Hey, Thais here from ThaisK.com. I want to share a story on manipulation, and I want to talk about the correlation between manipulation and worthiness. Because what I am seeing is that women are extremely manipulated since the time of birth into believing that she is the problem, that her body is the problem, and that all of the answers that she wants lies outside of herself. But first, a story. So a few years ago, when I first decided to take my business really seriously, I was manipulated into the idea that you have to invest a large amount of money into your business in order to be successful. Skin in the game, they called it. Law of attraction, they called it. Manifesting, they called it. They put a lot of words and a lot of really great concepts to sell you the idea that in order for you to make 6, 7 figures in your business, you have to buy a coach that is already making 6 and 7 figures, and that means that they are charging a ridiculous amount of money for their expertise. And because I was so passionate about my business and so committed to making my business be a viable option for me, I invested in a high-end coach that was way beyond my means at the time. While I was working with her, I felt like I was a part of something. I felt like I was actually making a difference. And even though I got no after no after no in my sales conversations, even though I was moving away very dramatically from a business that felt good to me to a business that I felt I should have, even though I was being sold and being told manipulative techniques and social triggers to make people like me and to make people buy from me, I thought I was doing good. So this is the extent to the manipulation that I feel like a lot of women experience, where they don't even know they're being manipulated, where they genuinely feel like this is it, this is the way to go. But what happens is that after a while, we start to have this nagging sensation that there's gotta be something different, that this doesn't feel right, and maybe there's a better way of doing things. And after 9 months of working with this coach, over $18,000 of investment later, without a single client, I decided to fire her and started to reevaluate what was really true for me. And that's when I was able to wipe the shit off my eyes and realize that the entire time I was working with this woman, I was creating a business that was just like hers. I had lost myself along the way. But actually, I didn't even lose myself. I didn't even know who I was. And that's the journey of the worthy woman, right? We know who we are at birth, but then a split happens within us. Society tells us who we should be. And so there's a split between this whole self that we are born to be and who we eventually become, which is this wounded, unworthy woman who's constantly looking for external validation, who's constantly people-pleasing and comparing herself to others, who's constantly feeling not enough. This split into the worthiness wound is detrimental, because in this split, we lose who we are. And when we lose who we are, it's very easy for us to be manipulated. It's easy for us to believe that somebody else has the answer. It's easy to believe that you just don't believe in yourself enough. And if you believed in yourself enough, you'll have all the success that you want. Well, I'm telling you now, in order for us to find true success, we have to come from a place of wholeness, which means we have to come back from that split. We have to find our way back into a space of the worthy woman, or else we were constantly going to be manipulated by other people. Now, I'm not a victim to circumstance. I made the choice to invest in her. No one forced me to invest in her. And when you are psychologically manipulated into believing a certain thing, you will do anything to do that thing. It is no different than cults. It is actually how cults thrive. Cults aren't comprised of a bunch of people who are completely broken apart. Cults thrive on people who have most of what they want except for one thing called that will give them the answer to get this one thing. Maybe they want a partner, they want more money, and then they get hooked. I truly believed that this woman and hiring a high-end coach and truly throwing myself into my business was going to be the answer to feeling wholeness within myself. But mostly I thought it was going to be the answer to making a lot of money and making an impact in the world, until I realized that money and impact don't necessarily mean the same thing, right? You can rob a bank, you'll make a lot of money. Are you going to be making good impact? Probably not. I realized after that 9-month experience that I had to come back, that I was being easily manipulated by the coaching industry, easily manipulated by the online marketing, because I didn't know who I was. And so the more that I returned back to that journey of who am I? What's valuable to me? How am I truly worthy? and doing the skills that I teach my one-on-one clients of how to cultivate confidence, how to cultivate lovability, how to feel at home within yourself. When I started doing those things, I was able to continuously, because I'm still learning, step into who I am in my business and who I want to be. I recently hired someone for the first time after that horrendous experience to help me with some of my branding and help me with some of my copy. And it was amazing because we had an incredible session. I was able to get off the phone with her and then look through my business, not only through her perspective, but my own, and decide what was right and what was not right for me. I had the ability to discern the information that was coming to me based on the foundation I've created within me. And that is the worthy woman. A sense of discernment, a sense of clarity on what is manipulative and what is not, because you feel so embodied that no one can shake you from your core. And that is the journey that I am thrilled to be with you on. Lots of love. Namaste.